Welcome back to the Irish Bandit channel, and welcome back to more Doki Relapse. In last week's episode, we had a time with Monika, but she unfortunately fell ill with a headache. And then we spent some much needed time with Sayori after that, and it was a fun time. And now we are talking to this unknown subject again. So let's see what happens next. I can't wait to see what happens in this episode. I'm glad to see you again. Truthfully, I wasn't entirely sure how today would go, or even if it would happen at all. I told you that I would let you know what's been going on, but today didn't yield many definitive answers. Don't fret though, I still intend to tell you what I know. First off, you may have already pieced this together. Going off script seems to negatively affect Irish. However, I'm still not totally sure how it works. As you know, the majority of actions and dialogues have been different, but not all of it hurts him. My guess is that only things that generally differ from the script are what caused pain. Aiding Sayori in her depression and confronting Yuri about her cutting both seem to take a significant toll on him. So it may be linked more towards the traits of the girls than it is the script. Here, I'll show you. For some context, her depression was fixed at 8 around this time during my Act 1. I believe that such major alterations in the script are causing the code to put more stress on him. It's not just him though. Based on her recent behavior, it seems that the stress of the code also burdens Monika as well. The good news is that there aren't many more drastic changes Irish can make until he decides to help Natsuki. The bad news, however, is that the script is already becoming less stable. Oh. And to top things off, it ends completely on Monday. Yeah, that's true, it does. After that, well, there's no telling what could happen. But I think today gave us some idea of the possibilities. Both Irish and Monika suffer from pain due to the much greater burden of the code creating something that didn't exist. Today was just a hole in the script though, while Monday will be the end. If I had to try and put it into perspective, it'd be like this. Today was just like hitting a pothole, while Monday will be like driving off a cliff. That's pretty extreme. I'm hoping this isn't the case, but it is a possibility. The script could also just become corrupt on its own, or Monika and Irish could cease to exist entirely. I know that sounds grim, but I've been trying to find a silver lining. Until then, there isn't much we can do other than watch and try to gather information. I know it sucks, but like Irish says, there's no point in worrying. I'm sure I'll find something soon, so just hang in there, alright? Even if I have to rebuild the script from scratch, happiness will be found in the literature club. I'll talk to you again tomorrow night, so be expecting good news. Oh, we have finally had a full conversation with them. I rub the grime out of my eyes as I sit up. No crying, no headache, no nightmares. If I didn't know any better, I'd think I'm a normal human being. I quickly hop out of bed before any bad memories have time to make me regret saying that. After a nice shower and brushing my teeth, I stand looking at myself shirtless in the mirror. I flex my muscles. My ego eventually takes control and causes me to turn around and look at my back. Everything looks normal. Except one small cut right below my shoulder. Had her mom not interrupted, that girl would have torn me to pieces. I see myself smiling in the mirror and realize I look like a total doofus. Maybe if I get done helping Yuri and Natsuki early enough, I could spend some time with her. Aw, shit, Yuri. I throw on my shirt and pull my phone out of my pocket. Man, is it really only 8 o'clock? No wonder I sleep so much during the day. Hiya, Yuri. You awake yet? I am, yes. I was about to message you regarding our festival project. Well, I guess great minds think alike. Are there any supplies I should pick up before you come over? No, I went ahead and gathered the materials after you said you were ill yesterday. Dang, sorry about that. I'll pay you back, okay? It's quite alright. I didn't need much. Is there any particular time I should come over? I know you're supposed to be helping Natsuki today as well. I'm ready when you are. You can come over now if you wanted. Alright, I'll leave here shortly. Sounds good. See you soon. Man, I really need to show her how to text properly. Or improperly, I guess. Nah, that formality of hers is still pretty cute. I wonder what kind of decorations she has in mind. I ponder this as I finish getting ready before leaving the bathroom. After eating a balanced breakfast of a pack of Pop-Tarts and texting Natsuki about what time to come over, I sit staring off into space. That sounds like my morning, including the packet of Pop-Tarts. If Yuri is the definition of a formal texter, Natsuki is the polar opposite. I couldn't even read some things she sent because of how she talks. I imagine Yuri has a panic attack whenever they try to text each other. There we go. Knock, knock, knock. That must be her. Yep. I was expecting it to be somebody else, honestly, but who? I don't know, but I thought it would be someone else. Hello, Irish. I'm glad to see you've recovered from yesterday. Well, of course. It's gonna take a lot more than that to bring me down. That's what I tell myself sometimes, and something knocked me down. Anyway, I'm glad to hear it. Sorry. I like my new microphone. Making sure I've done that during my Twitch streams, just left it on mute. I noticed Yuri has laid some bags of what I'm guessing are supplies on the floor next to her. Are these all the materials for the decorations? Yes, I had most of them in my house already. And like I mentioned before, I picked the rest up yesterday. Are you sure you don't want me to pay you back? This seems like a lot of stuff. That's quite alright. It was mostly small items, so it wasn't that expensive. You don't have to think too much for the festival, do you? Oh, sorry. You don't think it's too much for the festival, do you? Not at all. In fact, having all this stuff is bound to make the festival that much better. I suppose you're right. But don't you think it will take too long? You still have to help Natsuki with her cupcakes later. Yuri, it's fine, really. Plus, the longer it takes, the more we get to spend time together, right? I suppose you're correct. Here, I'll help carry some of these bags. I decided that the living room is the best place to set up shop since there's more space. See, that differs from the original game because they went to his bedroom. I'm just saying. Still, I can't help but feel like something is off as we begin to unpack everything. There are several things I unpack that I don't recognize, but Yuri explains them to me whenever I look confused. Aromatherapy candles? I've heard about them, but never actually been around one before. Do they actually work? I know it may seem odd, but they really do have some effects. Once I finish unpacking, I'll light one for us. After we get done unloading everything, I'm blown away by the amount of stuff she brought over. This is little! I'll be honest, Yuri. I didn't expect you to put so much effort into this. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Well, they can. Far away on that way. No. My favorite rock line. Off! It's the direction you can... Anyway. Although many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. Yeah, I mean... Natsuki's cupcakes are the bomb, so... From what I can gather in the game. But I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. Nope. I'm not going there. Hmm? Is something wrong? No. It's just that I'm always surprised to see how confident you are when you talk about something you're passionate about. Confident? You can't fool me. I know you're way more assured than what you let on. I'm not so sure about that. It's just... It's easier when I'm around you. Even though I thought I had my feelings for Yuri in order, I still start to blush. Well, I'm glad. After all, you'd be pretty dull otherwise. Who are you calling dull? Not you, that's for sure. I knew I'd rub off on you eventually. Hey Irish, instead of using a candle, would you mind if I use this? Pulls out a big rubber Yuri leans over and picks up a wood cylinder-shaped object. I don't see why not. You don't know what it is, do you? Not a clue. Nope, not the slightest idea. See? Told you. It's a diffuser for essential oils. It's one of my favorite contributions to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. She's going to use the herb, get crunk. Snoop Dogg just suddenly appears. Hey, what's cracking, homie? Little purple-headed homie. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. Oh, rewind a bit. It's almost like magic. Man, Yuri is really into this. Magic, huh? I think you want to roll back to the romance thing she just said. Alright, you sold me. After all, I've dabbled in the art of wizardry a bit myself. No, you haven't. Shut up. I'm glad. Here, I'll show you. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through a small hole at the top. Whoa, that smells really good. But also strangely familiar. Where would I have smelled something like this before? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery. Whoa, okay. We're having the trouble today. That is what I'm gonna name this. We're having the trouble today. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. This feeling. What is this? Uh-oh, everything's going dark. My head begins to hurt as I try to focus on what's in front of me. Jasmine for the just is you for what did What's happening? What's going on? Damn it, why can't I say anything? Oh? Irish! Ugh! Are you alright? Yeah. I just zoned out there a bit. I'm sorry if the diffuser bothered you. Here. She flips the switch on the bottom of the pipe again, and the vapor slowly stops coming out. Some people have negative experience with certain oils or herbs. You only have good experience with the herb, I'm telling you. What? I apologize for not asking you before I started. I think you did, but it's alright. I would have known about it anyways. Was that really just because of some diffuser? No, that was something totally different. If you still aren't feeling well, perhaps we could take a break. And don't worry about me, I'll be fine. And we probably shouldn't take breaks until we actually start working, don't you think? I suppose you're right. There's some awkwardness between us as we begin preparing decorations. She gives me some origami paper and a marker and tells me to write a kanji on each one. As I'm trying to manage my bad handwriting, I notice her pull out a small knife after unraveling some ribbon. Yuri? I mean to ask you, but have you been able to not cut anymore? Oh, well, I can tell by the way she guiltily looks at the knife in her hand. That answer is no. It's alright. I'd expect you to stop cold turkey. I'd just like to know how it's been going is all. I did yesterday. Oh, Yuri. But I knew it was wrong. I thought about what you told me. It was only a small cut, but I still feel guilty. I'm sorry that I disappointed you. Oh, Yuri. I scooch across the floor and rest my hand on her shoulder. Don't talk like that. The progress you've made, opening up to me and Natsuki, I could never be disappointed in you. I'm proud of how far you've come. Even if you slip up now and then, I'm always here to support you. Yes, that's a huge thing that I talk about. Even if you slip up, there's always going to be somebody there to support you, and it's never a disappointment. Do you mean that? Of course I do. You mean a lot to me. Thanks, Irish. You mean a lot to me as well. Huh? What is it? I'm sorry about all the heart-to-heart talks we have. Who knows? I may be more qualified to be in drama club. Hee. You do always manage to create a somber mood. Hey, I can be funny sometimes too. Is that right? I don't seem to recall. Looks like I've created a monster. You reap what you sow after all. It's worse than I thought. I've created a monster that uses better vocabulary than me. After I finish allowing her to indulge in her teasing, we get back to work. You don't do you? She finished up with the ribbons and has begun to help me with the kanji. However, my hands begins to cramp from all the writing, so I look around for a distraction. My focus lands on the pocket knife that Yuri was using to cut ribbons a few minutes ago. It has a silver handle with waves etched on it, and I can see a hue of blue from a blade tucked inside. I know it's probably unhealthy for her to be carrying around such a thing, but it still captivates me. That's a really pretty knife you've got there. Are you sure? What do you mean, am I sure? I know that you might be nervous about having it, but as long as it's not hurting anyone, I'm okay with it. Oh, well, I'm glad that you like it then. Would you like to hold it? No. No. She hands me the knife and nervously watches me as I inspect it. This thing has got some weight to it. Where do you even buy a knife like this? Online. Dark web. I pull the blade out of the handle and reflect some light off of it. Curious of the sharp. Oh, here you go. Curious of sharpness, I feel the point with the I feel the point of it with my index finger. Ow! Irish, why did you do that? Oh, that's an excellent question. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. Well, most knives are. So it would seem. I watch a drop of blood begins to run down my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. Strange, I figured the sight of blood would have bothered her. Without warning, she puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. That's straight out of the game. That's straight out of the OG. I feel this music does not suit the atmosphere. Just saying. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. This forces me to suppress feelings that I didn't even know I had. Without much more thought, I pull my hand away from her. Oh, please forgive me. You're a freak. I was thinking, yeah, obviously. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? Yeah, pretty lewd, too. Sorry, I just read the best tweet ever. When I get superpowers, I'm going to trap Valorant players and Overwatch players in a tiny vault and make them smell each other until they succumb to asphyxiation. Wow! That was awesome. Back to the game. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise. No, you didn't need to. You can stop right there. That's fine. I guess she was trying to help, right? No, yeah, I think you're overreacting a bit. She doesn't lift her head. As adorable as she is when she's flustered like this, I should probably cheer her up. Alright, you know what? My brain comes up with many solutions to this problem, so I decide to pick the worst one. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. So it's gonna I'm sorry you had to see that. Irish! Did you really just do that? Hey, you did that to me, so the only thing I didn't do was jab your finger and make it bleed. Consider us even. Oh. She just looks at me like I did something wrong. Well, I mean, she started it. If we're honest here, she started it. Don't tell me this is what you wanted me to do. I wink at her as I say this. Oh, you're just burying yourself deeper, dude. She responds by giggling shyly. You're so weird, Irish. Huh? What the hell? How did we get in my room? My head begins to fill with searing pain as I try to look around. What? Why can't I move? Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. Yuri. My throat burns as I force out the words. Are you alright, Irish? Your voice sounds different. My voice? Who cares about my voice? What the hell is happening? Yuri! What the fuck? Yuri! The pain in my throat and chest chokes me to the point I can no longer speak. This isn't real. This is just a nightmare. Irish. That was her. I try to call out, but produce no sound. The struggle causes the choking to grow worse. I soon find myself unable to breathe. Irish! Irish! Ah! I wake up panting, unable to get my breath under control. Irish! What happened? Before I can collect myself, Yuri lunges forward and embraces me tightly. I was so scared. You passed out. I didn't know what to do. I tried to wake you up, but you just... Yuri breaks down completely and begins crying into my shoulder. Hey, I'm all right now. I don't even have to explain. But I don't even have anything to say to comfort her. And how could I? I was as scared as she is right now. That wasn't just a nightmare. That was like hell. I return her embrace to try and calm her down. It's okay, Yuri. I'm fine. I'm sorry I scared you. But please, don't worry about it. What am I doing? She just watched me lose consciousness for no reason and I'm telling her not to worry? I didn't know how to help. I'm sorry. Oh no, Yuri, please, no, it's okay. You don't have to apologize for... You don't have anything to apologize for, Yuri. I should be the one saying sorry for scaring you like that. Yeah, we're going to totally see how this resolves. We're like nearly 25 minutes in, but we're going to see how this resolves. Are you sure you're all right? I'm positive. I feel fine. Here, your nose. She digs through her bag and pulls out some tissue and hands them to me. I feel the warmth of blood as I apply it to my face. Damn it, another nosebleed. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick to clean this off. I'll be back in just a second. I'll come with you. It's alright, Yuri. Plus, we still have quite a few kanji to write, you know? I turn to make my way upstairs before she can object anymore. I stand leaning on the sink as I finish washing my hands. I think that's a good place to leave it for now. We'll see what happens next week with this. But holy crap. Oh my god, this is getting intense and getting really good. Like really, really good. So, yeah, we're going to leave it here and we're going to continue on next week. But what do you think of Doki Doki Relapse? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd really love to read your thoughts on this one. Oh, I got to itch my beard. I forgot to put my necklace on. Oh well. What do you think of Doki Doki Relapse? Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh boy. I just totally lost my train of thought. Okay. What do you think of Doki Doki Relapse? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. In the description, you're going to see all the ways you can help support this channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Reddit, Threads, and Blue Sky. You can get your Irish Bandit merchandise from my Irish Bandit shop on Fourth Wall, where we have all the logos over the years. We have the classic Irish Bandit Revolution logo, we have the YouTube channel logo, and now we have the Twitch channel logo. So you can check that out in the link down below. And if you use the code NEWLOGO at checkout, you can save 30% off your entire order. You can pick up a copy of my novel Shade Falling on Amazon. You can get it through the Kindle e-reader or on paperback. You can buy me a coffee, where right now I have a goal set up where I'm going to get some Elgato gear for my PC. You can help make that happen in the link down below. That link will also take you to membership benefits, where for just $5 a month you can get early access to every video that comes on this channel. You can join myself, Rider Pride 639, and Agent Maverick 86 over on the Level 1 Lounge Gaming podcast. We had a new video go up this past weekend, so you can join us over there. And you can join me over on Twitch every Saturday and Sunday. Right now, every Saturday and Sunday, but that will be changing very, very soon. More on that in the weeks to come, or in the days to come. Actually, we're coming right down to it. But you can join me on Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, where I am playing, for the next couple streams at least, I'm playing Vampire Survivors, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. You can check that out over on my Twitch channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, tap the bell and be notified whenever a brand new video goes live. I'll be back on Friday with more Final Fantasy VII Original, and then we're right back here Monday with more Doki Doki Relapse. And yes, like I said, we're going to be playing Vampire Survivor for the next 2 streams over on my Twitch channel, and then we're going to be diving into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I cannot wait. It is coming to PC on the 23rd, and we're going to be playing it day 1 over on my Twitch channel. Fingers crossed. Until then, have a great week, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon.